Meshuggah'S Demiurge is a masterclass in rhythmic precision, polyrhythmic groove, and straight up low-end crushing power. If you want to tighten up your rhythmic playing and really lock in to some heavy grooves, this is the lesson for you. Today, I'll break down the essential techniques from groove and locking in to polyrhythmic awareness and give you the tools to absolutely crush this song. Let's do it. First, let's start off with the tone. Meshuggah'S bassist Dave Lovegren uses a bass tone that balances clarity with low end and grit. It is gnarly and sits in the mix perfectly. To get close to this tone, I suggest using two bass signals or a bass splitter. One is a clean bass tone and one is going to have that distortion. The clean bass tone is going to add the real attack and is going to allow all those rhythmic characters, all those polyrhythms to really come through and cut through the mix. And the distortion channel is going to add the growl, and it's really like a mid-range focused distortion. We're also going to want to use a compressor. I use mine at the beginning of the signal. This is going to level out the notes and really bring out that attack and help make the tone hit like a sledgehammer. Let's do it. Here's the first part of riff number 1, nice and slow. So this is so much fun to play. The riff this is the kind of meat of the riff. So it goes high string, 5, down to open 3rd string, 3 on the high string, open 3rd string. From there, we go down to the 1st fret, and it goes like this. And this is where the first kind of polyrhythm happens. The drums are in 4/4, and they're kind of a slow 4/4, like. And we're playing this. It feels to me like they take this rhythm and they like really stretch it out, and it feels like very elastic, and then it snaps back into place. They also carry it over the bar line. The kind of riff cycle, like the phrase cycle, starts in the middle of a measure. And when the riff starts in the middle of a measure like that, it's really interesting. And our brain, over the years hasn't heard too much of this and really perks up when we hear this stuff. And it makes it seem like the rhythm is off, or, like they're doing something really kind of, in 11/8 or something, weird. And what they're doing is more subdividing this 4/4 tempo into all these weird accents that we're not accustomed to hearing. And it makes it sound really interesting. So here's that first riff kind of up to speed. Then the second time around, we stretch the phrase. So we play the phrase a few times before coming back to that kind of anchor of that. Okay, so here's the second time around. So the key to playing this is to really lock into that hi-hat. They're playing that kind of 4/4 pulse, and then to know how many times we're repeating the phrase, okay? And it is so much fun to play. It actually becomes very natural and organic feeling. The more you play it, it's weird and awesome. Here's the verse riff, nice and slow. Here's where things get a little tricky. This section is highly syncopated. This is where notes are still in time, but they somehow feel like they're off, like they're landing on a weird beat or an off beat. So the key to playing this cleanly is to mute the notes. Okay, so we're using string skipping here. We're going from the third string up to the high string, and we want to really use our hand to mute the third string when we skip. We don't want any of that low end kind of muddiness coming through. Okay, so this is a lot of right hand control, and we're playing in this shape. Okay, so we're playing open third string, and then 13th fret third string, and then we go to the 12th fret on the high string. So there seems to be some kind of like rhythmic cycle. So every time we come back to that 12th fret, I'm kind of thinking of it as a rhythmic pattern. So it's like once. So it's like 1, 2, 1. Then we go 2, 2, 1. Then it goes 1, 2, 1. Okay? Then it's 2, 1. Or it starts with 1 open, then we start that pattern. Okay, so it's. So the first pattern, 1, 2, 1. Second pattern, 2, 2, 1. Third pattern, 1, 2, 1. So here it is all together. I'll play it once slow and once up to speed. So such a fun riff, and another thing to kind of keep you locked in, it's all alternate picking and then really accent the 12th fret on the high string. So it's like. Okay? So much fun. And before we get into the next riff, I'd just like to take a moment to thank the Beholden to the Riff Patreon community. Your support means the world and makes all these lessons and all these tabs happen. Thank you so much. And if you want to get the most out of this video, check out the Patreon community. We have all the tabs. We have tone patches, playthroughs, synced with interactive tabs. Check it out. And now here's that mind-bending part where it's just really full of polyrhythms. So in this one, the guitars are in 4/4, and it feels like the drums and the bass lock into this other polyrhythm that kind of lines up with the guitars every so often. Here it is, nice and slow. So it's kind of like a version or a play on that previous riff. It's using these shapes again, but this time the shape is inverted. Okay, so we're still open third string, and then it's 13 on the third string, 14 on the high string. So it's like, and then it's 7, 6, 6. Come back up to this shape, 13th fret. Then it's 4, 3, 3. Then we slide that shape up to the 16th fret. This time it's 16, 17 on the high string. Back to that 13th fret shape. And the riff kind of ends like this. It's where it begins and ends is kind of where it's continually shifting. Okay, it's morphing. All right, so it's like. Okay, so it's continually morphing and really blurring the rhythmic lines here. And the real key is to keep the 4/4 pulse it like in the head bob. Okay, so it's like. Anchor the riff around those key moments, like at the beginning, the end, and find moments that make sense to you to really line up, okay? And just play this on a loop over and over until it just becomes internalized and it feels natural to play it. There's so much going on, but it's like just pick one thing at a time, get like the accent sound, cool, we got that. Pick the, like really focus on the beginning and the ending of the riff, okay? And just loop this thing until you have it memorized forever. This is a just killer riff to practice, and you're going to get so much out of it if you just work even on just this riff and spend a little bit of time every day. There's so much to learn in just this one riff. And if you want to develop an awesome practice routine to work on songs like this, check out the B.E.A.S.T practice guide. Links are down below. See you in the next video.